We're gonna open this bird up. Spatch. Hi everyone. It's a great way to get your anger out, by the way. Here's what enough people don't talk. No. Ready? I've got a turkey here, about 16 pounds. You see the pop-up thermometer, don't you? It pretty much stands out. It's like that pimple you got right before prom. Let me say this. By the time that thing pops up, your turkey's overcooked. But by the time that thing pops up, your turkey is definitely cooked. And I know a lot of you out there kind of want to know that your turkey's cooked. Even if it's slightly overcooked, it makes you feel better. So I'm actually not against the pop-up. I'm just saying when it starts to look like it's starting to pop up, that's when you should really take it out. A lot of people talking to me about cooking your turkey upside down, so breast side down. I don't want to flip a whole turkey over when it's hot. I don't want to flip over a 16-pound piece of meat when it's boiling hot in the oven, so I'm a big fan of roasting it upright like this and using the pop-up thermometer as like a little insurance policy, like, yeah, it's really cooked. Now, that said, there's another method that gets you to your destination more quickly, and that's spatchcocking. So here's how to do it. Now here we have Thomas, our new turkey friend. Everyone say hello to Thomas. We're gonna open this bird up. So first thing we're gonna do is take the wingtips off. Right here. We're gonna go down to the top of the drum at the bottom, and then we're gonna bend it and cut that right off. Now, this is my favorite part of the turkey, so we're gonna cook these. But now I've got it. See, it looks almost more like a chicken now. And we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Down, below that bottom, go around a little bit. Make sure you're hitting the bone and bend. And you are right at that perfect spot. Delicious. Now, this looks kind of discolored. That's because I had this sitting out overnight without any cover on it. What does that do? It dries out the skin. And when you let your turkey sit overnight without covering on it in the fridge, cold, but no plastic or anything covering it, it dries the skin out. And when you roast your turkey, your skin is crispier. So that's a good thing to do. But that's why Thomas looks a little bit beige these days. I'm gonna cut off this little bit that holds the legs together. You see I'm opening it up. All right, turkey, stand it up. This is called the Pope's nose. It's crispy and delicious. If it's in the way, we'll keep it and roast it upright. Backbone. Like an anatomy teacher. Backbone, legs on one side. I'm using a serrated knife. You can use a scissor. Just make sure your knife is sharp and it's a knife that's not too big and a knife you're comfortable with. And another thing, if your hand or the handle gets wet and it's slippery, stop and just make sure your hand and the knife stay dry. Even as another insurance policy, sometimes I'll hold the turkey with a towel so I have a good grip. And we just go straight down. One side of the backbone. And then all of a sudden, we're in the building. Sorry, Thomas. You were good. Okay, now I've got the other side of the backbone and I want to get rid of this backbone. You just go down the other side. Piece of cake, look at this. Now, this is a delicious thing, this backbone. So we're gonna roast it and we'll use the roasted bones in our gravy, right? Nothing gets wasted. So this backbone, hi everyone. Okay, little bone hanging around the building. So this opens up the whole turkey because we just cut out the backbone. Now you see it wants to spatch. It wants to spatch, but what's holding it is this breastbone. Go in here, make a little cut, and gently press. Couple cuts just to kind of crack that breastplate. It's a great way to get your anger out, by the way. Spatchcock. Tray, let's put some crazy on here. A little spice for Thomas. Thomas led a spicy life. Some salt, little paprikas. You can use the hot or the sweet. I like the hot. Don't put too much. And paprika. Notice how I've separated out a little salt from my salt container so I don't contaminate all my salt with turkey blood that may be on my hands. We don't want to say hi to our buddy Sal Manella. Nice guy, but we don't want to know him. I'm gonna put a little of this on the skin. And things like paprika and cayenne, they also help the all-around tanning factor, right? Because they're colored, right? Cayenne, paprika, they're red, so they make the flesh look browner as it cooks. So nice little mix, salt and paprikas on there. And then some brown sugar, a little bit. Brown sugar on the outside. Not too much, it'll burn. Just a little bit. Now, here's what enough people don't talk about. Here's what people don't talk about enough. This side. I've still got some paprika and salt. I'm gonna add to that some dried mustard, because this is delicious. And a little bit, if you can believe it, nutmeg. Just a little bit. You won't know it's there, but it just kind of wakes up the meat a little bit, like cinnamon would with lamb. And now we're gonna take that and season the whole underside. And this is really important, because this is the actual meat, right, that we're gonna cut into. And then we'll put some pepper over it. I'm gonna put a little oil down. This is a little insurance policy. All right, Thomas. Look at that. Paprika, all ready for his close-up, Thomas. Now, this is what I love about spatchcocking. All of the meat is exposed to the oven air. Beautiful, right? Thomas, we're counting about 16 pounds of turkey. I say 8 minutes per pound. We're going in at 350 degrees, 16 pounds, 80, 48, 128, 2 hours and 8 minutes. We'll check Thomas around the 1 hour, 45 minute mark. 1 minute. Ready? All right, he's going in. Goodbye, Thomas. I love you. Good luck, bon voyage. 50-minute in, a Thomas update. About halfway to rare to medium rare for the turkey. Ever since I was a kid, my dad would boil the turkey necks in stock and leave it on the stove for to add to gravy or whatever needed a little zhuzhing. It's a great way to enrich your chicken stock, and it comes with the turkey, so you may as well use it. And I leave this on the stove while I'm prepping my ingredients, and sometimes I'll use the boiled stock enriched with the neck, and then I'll add more stock and I'll do it again. Cool way to fortify your stock for no extra money. Thomas update. Look at that. And the grease didn't spill over, but look how tan Thomas got on his strip. Look at all those juices for gravy. All right, so thermometer in the thickest part of the thigh, and I am at 163. I'm good with that. Now I'm just gonna let it rest. Spatchcocked and not spatchcocked, cooked, not cooked. But see the difference? See the difference in height? Here's the other thing I love about spatchcocked turkeys is they are ready to go. I literally position the board where I want it. I'm gonna just cut this whole thigh gently off. Look at how easily this happens, right? Thigh, leg. Now, the thigh, we can just I'm just literally, and the leg. I feel like I'm at a Renaissance fair. Skin, nice and crispy, Thomas, the way we agreed. There are people in my family that will eat this like this, the whole thigh. That's the part you have to really make sure is cooked. Now I'll cut this off the bone, comes so easily, right? Cut this other piece off. So you can have whole thighs, pieces of thighs, the breast, most important part. I'll go right down the middle. Just gotta find the end. That's the breast. Still on some of the bone, right? You can do any number of things here. Let me just show you one breast at a time. I know you want turkey. I know. You don't have to yell at me. What? Why are you so mad? You just want to get that bit of the breastbone that's still there out of the picture. It's that breastbone. And now we got that turkey breast and we just slice. Let me take that bottom piece off. And now I'm just slicing. Nice and easy. All the way down. Look at that, beautiful. The other one the same way. Pretty, right? Spatchcocked and cut. Ready to serve. Happy Thanksgiving. So this is obviously the spatchcocked turkey, the breast and the thighs and the leg, carrots glazed with honey and brown sugar, the baked mashed potatoes, homemade cranberry sauce, that quickie gravy from the spatchcock turkey. You know you got that cran, and then that mac and cheese. Happy holidays. 350 degrees, 2 hours and 8 minutes.